Welcome back to my channel. It's been a few days since we recorded a video. Things have just been kind of crazy, but we're back coming to you with another segment. Today is going to be a little bit of a different video. We're going to do a demonstration of the Esight 4. My friend Steve is here to talk about what these glasses are and how they impact his life. But first, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to get future content. And with that out of the way, let's go ahead and roll the video. Steve, why don't you go ahead and tell us about these glasses?
Yeah, so a little bit of a history to start out with. They were invented from a electrical engineer named Conrad Lewis. He's based out of Ontario, Canada. And to put everything in a nutshell, he was inspired to restore his sister's eyesight after she, over a 5-year period of time, lost all of her eyesight. And in that 5 years, she had given birth. And by the time, it was 2013 that the first generation glasses came out, and she got to see her daughter for the very first time with that with the first generation glasses. And her eye condition, I wouldn't be able to tell you, but you can refer to the YouTube video, Conrad Lewis, A True Visionary, and she talks about her story. But yeah, so like I said, the first generation was out in 2013, and from what I know, it was very, very bulky and changed a lot of people's lives. The second generation came out in 2015. That was a little bit cheaper, with a price tag of $15,000. And then the third generation is the one that I started using 2 years ago and know a whole lot more about, and I will later on get into more detail. But that generation glasses came out in 2017. They were that generation was the very first one that introduced the Wi-Fi capabilities. You can connect to Bluetooth, and that was pretty much the Kickstarter for today's technology, and just how we're all staying connected. But how they work: the glasses are electronic magnified, and the third generation has 24 times zoom. It is corded. Now, I don't have my Esight 3 with me. The ones I have right now are tester. I've got a trial that I'm currently in right now with these. They had just came out. But the Esight 3, like I said, is wireless. The remote to the glasses controls everything that you need as far as zooming in. Like I said, up to 24 times. You can adjust the contrast. You can get into all the settings. As far as like I said, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. You can have different color backgrounds, like white on black, black on white, yellow on blue, just all the basic modes that a handheld CCTV would have. And the glasses, the Esight 3 glasses, got introduced with a PDF reader in the glasses. They have a chip that you can upload stick into your computer and upload PDF files. It really helped me out with my school. I'm a student at Portland State University. Really helped out with that. And again, in a different video, I want to do an Esight comparison with both of the glasses. But it also has another mode where you can take pictures, and with, again, the remote and the chip, you upload the pictures to your computer, and can save them onto your computer and then delete. But let's talk about the eye conditions that these glasses help out with. I have severe nystagmus. That's one. They call it the wandering eye. ROP is another eye condition that they have been scientifically proven to work for. There's a good about 20 or so eye conditions that I can think of just off the top of my head right now. And you can also refer to YouTube and see other people's stories and reviews on how the glasses have helped them with their eye conditions. But what inspired me? The fact that I'm in school, like I said earlier, I never was able to, until I got these glasses, to be able to sit in the classroom and to be able to take notes on my own. I graduated from high school in 2008, and of course back then the technology wasn't as advanced as it is today. And I strongly believe that for me personally, if I had these in high school, it would have been an easy breeze. Now in college, just the feeling like I don't have to rely on other people, and it boosts the independence. They are a huge investment, but it's very, very well worth it if the person has a purpose. And that alone, just having these glasses to get through school, it's a lifesaver. My grades boosted from B's to A's. I'm now starting my second year at Portland State University, and I got pretty good grades, A-, three A's and a C+. But yeah, that for that purpose, I feel like these glasses have really helped me and have changed my life, and they're really going to help once I get into the master's program of orientation and mobility, just with that being able to navigate. That's another thing that I'm going to get into. The Esight 3 versus the Esight 4. The Esight 4 is the glasses I have on right now. The biggest difference is the fact that the Esight 3 is corded. It's got a 6-foot cord. The Esight 4, as you can tell, it is fully wireless. Now I don't have to worry about that cord that gets tangled up and becomes a mess. These particular glasses, they have much better clarity of the picture. There's an 18 megapixel camera. The zoom is still the same, but with the autofocus, it helps being able to zoom in a lot further out in terms of being able to capture images with the camera. And in another video, when I do the visual comparison, I'll be able to show you the differences in the redesigning. These here, I'm going to take them off a second. It's basically a full headset, whereas the other glasses, like I said, have the remote. The battery can come in and out. And you can shake it, and it'll tell you the battery life. It's got the halo is adjustable to fit big and small size heads. It's on the absolute biggest it can be for my big melon. One really cool thing, it's got a bioptic tilt. So for mobility purposes, you can adjust that to where you're still looking through the screens, but you can use your peripheral vision and still look around. And put it on for you here. And you can tell I'm putting the screens up and down. I hope this is visible, but there are the two screens that the user looks through, and it goes through this. The image goes through the camera in the front, which displays a brighter image. Like I said, there's a lot more clarity than in the Esight 3. Another cool feature, it's got a dial here and a dial on the other side that allows the user to move the screens further away and closer to the eyes. It's just super cool because that allows for users with glasses to use their glasses while looking at the screens. That's another big upgrade between the 3 and the 4. The 3, Esight had to personally put in a chip that the user's prescription was uploaded to. And so they did away with that now that you can zoom in and out with the headset, make room for the glasses. Now let's talk about the remote here. This is super cool. It's kind of long, very thin, easy to lose. And it does take 2 AAA batteries. Let's see how long they last. This remote has everything that the user needs. I am going to turn up the narrator here. So as you hear, hopefully, the glasses talk to you. It's kind of creepy. But
ooh.
I'm going to turn it fully up.
Narrator volume 6.
So hopefully on your end you can hear what's going on here. So I'm going to go into the main menu.
Live view.
Now, there's a live view option. I haven't messed around with that yet. I've only had these for a few days. It's the first. We've got
Gallery.
the gallery. That's where all the videos and pictures are stored.
Settings. E-reader.
E-reader. That's the much more advanced Oops. That's where I would be able to store all my documents for reading purposes. And then the settings here, that's where all of your controls or modes for the glasses you can adjust.
Settings opened. Configure mode.
Configure mode. This is really cool. So the Esight 3 had a couple of different modes as far as indoor and outdoor goes. You had to basically, like in the outdoors, look up at the sunlight and it will automatically adjust. There was also an indoor mode, and you had to look up at a light and it'll adjust the lighting in the room for you. But the Esight 4 also has a couple of new different configure modes here.
Configure mode opened. Indoor.
You got the indoor,
Outdoor.
got the outdoor.
Reading.
Reading mode. I cannot wait to use this.
TV theater.
TV theater. Now this is super cool because you can set it to that mode, and I haven't really messed around with it, but from my understanding, it will adjust to the screen that you're looking at.
Are you sorry, buddy? Are you able to go back and explain what the reading mode may do, or do you know yet?
As far as the reading mode, I don't know.
Okay.
I haven't messed around with that yet, so I can touch on that in a next video.
Cool.
Custom 1.
There's custom 1 and custom 2. I need to talk with my coach on what those do. My guess is, well, I don't really know yet. But yeah, so that's the configure mode options.
Screen brightness 10.
You can adjust the brightness. Right now I have it at 10.
Wi-Fi.
There's Wi-Fi, Bluetooth,
Sounds.
different sounds.
Sounds opened. System volume 1.
This is just the basic
Volume 4.
volume of the narrator. You can also adjust it there. It's much easier just to do it from the remote.
Settings opened. Configure mode. Squad Bluetooth sounds. Language.
Adjust the languages. I'm sure there's many different options.
Language opened. Change language.
Let's see what they have here. I haven't messed around with this yet.
Change language opened.
Oh, wow.
English.
I'm going to turn her down a little bit. Blaring in my ear.
Narrator volume 6.
Yeah, so
French.
here's French. Oh, wow.
Do it. No.
Arabic.
Oh,
Wow.
German. Arab for English.
I'm surprised there's no Spanish.
Change language.
Huh.
That's it. That's it for languages.
Advanced.
And then the advanced.
Advanced opened. Appearance.
I have to know what the appearance is.
Select screen.
Select screen. So this will allow you allow the user to shut off either the right or the left screen. It serves for the purpose of saving battery life, and let's just say, for the user, one eye is more dominant than the other. Maybe have more vision. Like, I see more out of my right eye than my left. So I do have the left screen off currently.
Set up a restore system defaults.
And we don't want to do that. Yeah, so that's it for the settings. Now, the last very cool feature I want to show you is keeping up with today's technology, I swear. Excuse me. The Esight 4, the last biggest change that I have noticed so far is it's got its very own app. Woohoo! There's an app for everything. And this app allows the user to transfer all the data, all the videos, the pictures that are taken on the glasses. I'm gonna zoom in on here.
Zoom in 2x. Zoom in
It's
4x.
it's got an eCast. I haven't messed around with that yet. And it's got an e-mirror. Now, the e-mirror is pretty cool, and what I know about that from my experience with the Esight 3 also had the e-mirror, is, let's say somebody wanted to see what the user is viewing. That person can, with the Esight 4, connect to their Wi-Fi network through the glasses, and the Esight will then be displaying, or sorry, on their phone, it will display what the user is looking at. So let's just say I'm looking out my buddy's sliding door here, and he had his phone on, and connected to the glasses and to the e-mirror. He would be able to see everything outside, the garden, the old bike that's out there. But so it's pretty cool, and just for those that are curious, and this also helps for any technical difficulties that may come down the road. Esight themselves can connect to it. How they do that, I don't know, because they're obviously not here and connecting to my Wi-Fi, but it's kind of like connecting remotely in a way. So that's what I know about the e-mirror and the app so far. It's pretty cool, highly advanced. I'm still getting used to it, but let me just go into a couple of experiences I've had. Yesterday, I was at Boulevard Park with my dog, and sitting out on the boardwalk. I can tell that there was a couple of boats way out in the water, but I couldn't see them with clarity. There was one boat that was closer into shore. I think it was 13 times zoom was where I was really able to zoom in, take a picture. But the other one, way the heck out there, I was fully zoomed in, and to 24x, snapped a picture. It's just because it was windy yesterday, the glasses were bouncing around, so that that didn't help the autofocus. Picture's kind of blurry, but before I took the picture, I was able to see it with clarity once the wind calmed down. It's really, really cool. The just being able to see the real world the way that people that fully sighted can see.
Steve, could you go in, you talked about it a little bit, could you talk about what kind of a difference this has made in the classroom a little bit?
Yeah. So let me just say I get a lot of interested people. I got this scientific technology on my head, but in the classroom, yeah, just take it. I've got my one-handed keyboard that I use because I have CP on my left side. Without the glasses, like I said earlier, I wouldn't be able to take notes, but I would probably have, my handheld magnifier. That's what I did in high school to take notes when I didn't have an aide taking notes for me. But being able to sit up straight with my one-handed keyboard, adjusting the focus to where I need it to be at the board, and I taught myself how to use the bat when I was very young, so I can literally type on that thing, not even looking at the computer screen. So it makes for fast and efficient note taking. Just the fact that I can look at the screen. The having the computer again right in front of me when I'm going back and forth, let's say between a worksheet or looking at a map on the computer, like Cameron and I did in natural disaster class. That was pretty cool. That right there blew my instructor away. Being able to pick out little things on the map. It was the second time that I personally had her, and when I had her for the first class, I didn't have these classes, so it was great to see for her to notice the transformation, and it being a science class, that science and blind people don't mix. Not a good combination.
No, they do not. No, they do.
But yeah, overall use in the classroom, when everything gets back to normal in the crazy world we live in today, and I can actually walk into a classroom with my own purchased Esight 4. Like I said, this is a trial that I will only have for a few more days. I can't wait to walk into a classroom, purposefully sit in the way back of the classroom, and have the Esight 3 and have the Esight 4 next to me, and just kind of mess around with it. Just because with the zoom on the Esight 3, you get to a high magnification, and the picture is just awfully blurry. The autofocus isn't advanced. Just it served the purpose, but for longer distances, these are much better. So it'll be kind of cool to just sit there and fiddle around and just experience how much more of a ease of use this will have. It'll give me reason to sit back in the back of the classroom too.
Probably for the first time really in your life, right? I mean,
it's scientifically proven that students that sit in the front of the classroom, they tend to do better as far as overall performance, and you focus better. You're not able to get away with looking up porn or whatever on the computer. Yeah, so anyways, it'll be a fun experience. I think one more thing that I have not covered here. The last major improvement from the Esight 3 to the Esight 4 that I can think of is these actually can take video. And I haven't done it yet. I will do it before I leave. I should have taken it at Boulevard. I should have done it at Boulevard. Dang it. But I know a friend who just finished his Esight 4 trial and took these bowling and took a video of himself bowling. Now, how that works, like I said, I haven't done it yet. How it works, I don't know, because you're taking the video and you're looking out at the lane. So I'm not sure if one screen is in charge of the video and one is focused on what you're taking a video of. I'm not sure how it works. I'll cover that in a later video. But yeah, that's it. As far as my experience, and I highly recommend, like I said, for anybody who is brand new to Esight, to look up that video on YouTube, Conrad Lewis, A True Visionary. You'll see the video on the front of the video. It shows a picture of his sister, and to kind of narrow things down for you, it's about an 8-minute video. It's a whole news story. It'll be an easy find, first or second one up on the list. So yeah, highly recommend you check that out. And anybody that knows anybody who is suffering from any sort of eye condition that they're interested in just even considering the glasses, you can reach out to Esight themselves, and they will they'll get you set up with a in-home trial, and they go through some little exercises to see if the glasses work for the person, because they don't work for everybody, but the majority of people with various eye conditions that have some workable vision in both eyes, they work. But yeah, highly recommend you just do some research, be inspired, and until next time.
That brings us to the end of another video. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe for more content. See you guys.